video is going to be on how selfish, quote-unquote, first worlders are. Have you ever noticed that we're like pre-programmed robots to do stuff, and I'm sure you do, but how greedy we are and selfish, where there are people starving in third world countries who would literally kill just to get like a few dollars so they could buy some food, or just to get like a day's worth of food, or a few days worth of food. Whereas we have several hundred, a lot of us, some of you watching this video have a few hundred to $1,000+ in the bank, and you're thinking about using your hundreds of dollars to buy a new cell phone, some new cell phone, a new computer, etc., some fancy other crap. Not necessarily techno crap, but some fancy expensive whatever. Or middle-priced whatever. Like a bike. I myself am guilty of this. I had a few hundred in the bank and I was thinking of buying myself a $500 bike. But I used to help someone who really needed. I'm not sure if I should be talking about that. But on that subject, like, why are we so selfish? Some of it is our fault, some of it is the environment and other people that we trust. Like, and some of it is other people's fault. For instance, like, there are a lot of people who borrowed money from you in high school and school, and even as an adult and wherever you are now, and they, like, never pay it back. And, I guess you learn from that, like, to never lend anyone any serious amount of money, which I guess is fine, you know, because most of the people want to use it for frivolous stuff. Sorry about the pause, but yeah, not necessarily frivolous, completely frivolous, but on relatively fancy stuff. You know, like, we do pay bills. I'm sure the majority of us pay bills and stuff, but we get cars that are somewhat fancy, get houses, computers and everything, cell phones. I also pay on repairs for them. Also pay for daycare and, well, I guess numerous things, but we know save for vacations and yacht cruises, which there are people in certain countries that just want to be able to survive and use their money for that, or resources. Even though we ourselves don't have resources to send to them, because money is only valuable if there's a place where we can actually use it. So it's not like the starving countries have a lot of food, period, as in, even if you did have a lot of money, they don't necessarily have the stores where you can go and buy it, because if the people were starving, then they'd have no problem like having a mass riot with whatever little energy they had, and basically stealing from the store to survive. Kind of like with the Australians and stuff, where people would rather be thieves than starve to death. So, I guess I've ever wondered how selfish first worlders are, like, not just in the United States, but in Canada, Japan, quote-unquote first world countries, and even in parts of South America where there are rich drug lords. You know, the rumors. What do you think about that, you know? Where they're rich and stuff from selling their cocaine and marijuana, and they buy these fancy cars and everything, and they hire militiamen and buy these fancy guns. They buy their guns from America too. And, you know, you get rich and crap. I mean, they buy these fancy stuff, you know, make themselves more powerful, and they don't give a crap about poor people and stuff. And I myself have passed up some poor people on the street. Some of them, I think, were just lazy bums, but others, you know, needed help, and I gave them $1 or $2, some change. You know, that's it. But of course they need more than $1, but, you know, you can't just throw money at them. They need to also help themselves too, if they can. Obviously finding a job might be fairly difficult for them. They wouldn't have resources to write a resume and all that other fancy crap. At least find a quote-unquote low-level job where they just do work and labor, even if it's immigrant-worthy. I'm saying all this because of noticing how greedy and selfish a lot of first world people are. Like in Europe, Japan, I guess Korea maybe, and rich countries. How we're so selfish we are. I know there's a lot of stuff in Japan that's kind of selfish too. And greedy. I mean, I guess for a certain extent, I understand how it can take you and stuff, like casinos and everything, all that mess. But I guess, why are we so selfish and capitalist? I guess because of our environment, because of us, or a little bit of both, and because we know that there are some people out there who cannot be trusted. Just some thoughts. Let me know what you think.